Today I'm going to read Murder at the PTA by Laura Alden. You need to get out more, Marina said. As I was in her backyard, my best friend's comment was obviously incorrect. I am out. Don't be a putz. Without turning, she spoke to a 5-year-old playing in the nearby sandbox. Andrew, don't whack your sister on the head. It's not good for you, her, or that piece of processed petroleum stamped into a plastic toy shape in China by underpaid employees and brought to this country on a container ship undoubtedly carrying illegal aliens. Marina and I stood in the late September sunshine of Rinwood, Wisconsin, enjoying the warm weather. There wouldn't be many more days like this before the cold of winter set in, and Marina was a big believer in outside play for the children in her home daycare. You know what I mean, Beth, she said to me, socially out. On the inside, I was shrieking, no, it hasn't been long enough. The kids aren't ready. I'm not ready. On the outside, my lips tightened an infinitesimal fraction of an inch. Now, don't look like that, Marina shook her finger at me. She was the only person outside of a sitcom I'd ever seen actually do such a thing. It's been a year since the divorce. A year and 8 days of sleeping alone, but who was counting? Which makes this a perfect time to get back into action. A wisp of Marina's light red hair fell out of her ponytail and across her plump cheek. We looked across the yard to where my 10-year-old daughter, Jenna, had barricaded herself in a tree fort and was dropping bits of maple leaf into the head of my 7-year-old son. Oliver was red-faced and grunting from the effort of trying to reach the lowest branch of the tree. Ripping apart their young lives with divorce had been the hardest thing I'd ever done. Jenna had taken it on the chin, but Oliver had started sleeping with a pile of stuffed animals big enough to smother him, and every single one had to be given a goodnight kiss. Bedtime took forever in our house. I knew I should start weaning him off the animals, just as I knew I should start talking to Jenna about the wonders of womanhood. After Christmas, I thought, why rush things? Know what? Marina pushed back the stray hairs more and then more would fall out of the ponytail without her noticing, and finally the full glory of her reddish locks would cascade over her shoulders. The hair scrunchie would be on the floor or in the yard or in the car or on the kitchen counter. Marina dropped hair scrunchies like Hansel and Gretel dropped breadcrumbs. I ran into Dave Pattinson the other day. Her extrasensory powers reasserted themselves. Nathan, don't climb that fence. But my mom's here, young Nathan jumped, trying to swing his legs over the white picket fence. Wait for your mother to open the gate. Nathan jumped again. Gate! Marina's sharp command was like a whip. The boy dropped to the ground. Hey, Marina. A slim blonde woman walked up the side yard stone path and stood at the gate. Wonderful day. Oh, hi, Beth. Got a new name for that bookstore yet? Deborah, don't call me Debbie O'Connor, grinned at me. If I'd been blessed with quick wit instead of quick alphabetizing skills, I would have come up with something clever enough to silence Nathan's overly perfect mother. But since I hadn't come up with anything better than the current children's bookshelf since I bought the store 2 years ago, I just shrugged. Not yet. Deborah opened the child-proof latch with one hand, a task that took me 2 hands and a considerable amount of sotto voce cursing. Let's go, kiddo, she said to her son. See you ladies later. I'd love to stop and chat, but the book club is at our house tonight, and I need to fill the cream puffs I baked last night. Bye. Cream puffs? No one made cream puffs. You bought them from the bakery or thawed them after getting a box out of the grocery store's freezer. I climbed the stairs to the deck and sat in a plastic green chair, feeling inadequate. Cooking I could do, but baking? The last thing I'd baked from scratch had been cupcakes for Jenna's birthday, her 8th. It hadn't gone well. Quit that, the deck stairs squeaked under Marina's weight. What? You have that comparing apples and oranges look. Speaking of which, did you know Deborah can't swim? Please, everyone knows how to swim. Marina shook her head. Can't swim a stroke. She's so scared of water she wears a life jacket around a pool. My childhood bulletin board had been crowded with hockey photos and blue ribbons from summer swim meets. I could do something better than Deborah? Inconceivable. She was my opposite in 1,000 ways. Blonde, where I was mousy brown. Slim, which I hadn't been in years. Elegant in a way I only dreamed about. Why didn't you ever tell me? Thank you for joining me today and listening to Murder in the PTA. If you'd like to know more about Laura or her alter ego, check out the links below. You can go to her website, learn everything you want to know. Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next time.